We had to start all over again. But that's fine with me because the devil's not stopping nothing. I take pride in pivoting, not panicking. I take a lot of pride in that, you guys. So we just did a simple restart over here in the TikTok. Hopefully you guys will be able to come back and rejoin us because we have a lot more to discuss as far as the VanCarthens of it all. Yeah, and over here on TikTok, I just saw this. Let me show you guys. Because while the people are coming back in, add the background. Nick was just posting on the Snapchat, you guys. Let's see where to go. This. I thought I liked this picture. So this song is, I was wondering, baby, if I could be maybe unworthy. Da, da, da. You know the Alicia Keys song? Unthinkable. I'm ready. I'm ready. That song. So he was letting that song play and he was like vibing out on the patio. He's such a fucking aura farmer. I love it. And so he was vibing out on the patio this morning just now. On his Snapchat. It only had like 600 likes by the time I saw it. So it had fresh got posted right before I came live. And he's like, this is my favorite song right now. I love it. I love it. Okay, YouTube, thanks for coming back in here. Hopefully you can hear me now. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Give me a 1-2 in the chat. Give me a 1-2. Microphone check. Microphone checker. Black girl makes. Yeah, isn't that so sweet? Like he was totally vibing out on the penthouse patio. It was so, yeah, that's like their theme song right now. He said it's his favorite song right now. I know you know. That's what it says over here. Let's see who else. So, where were we, YouTube? YouTube. Where were we? I have to get back on track. So, okay, I was up to the part where Nick. Oh, we were just finishing up with F1 week. Dang, I have to go to before the wedding. Have to go to before the wedding, you guys. Thanks for coming through. Make sure you smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and ring my bell on the way in if you haven't already so we can get together next time I upload or whatever. You know how we do. You know how we do. Okay, so we were at the F1 weekend. Also, while they were at the F1 weekend, while they were not being bothered with rumors, we know that Felicia and... Wait. No, so we were just to F1? Yeah. Damn, a lot happened since I saw you guys. So... Wait, that's too far. That's too far. Mia Thornton's arrest is far too far. Let me get back to where we were. Wait, but did you guys see this on YouTube? Where'd it go? This also happened that weekend at F1. This is Olandria and her father. And then this is Olandria and Miss Felicia at the Femme Forward Award, where she got presented an honor as an honoree for self-love. And Miss Felicia presented her with the award. And it was a beautiful moment. And her dad was there also, and her uncle. It was so cool. So this is all still the F1 weekend in Vegas, you guys. This is all still part of that. So great things were happening, you know. And then we got that midnight ballerina through a monkey wrench and everything. Oh, we had this. We had to make this moment. We didn't actually see a picture. But yeah. of them actually together, but you know Olandria has Beyonce on the brain. So just to have them both on the, what do they call it? The padding, not Paddington, he's the bear. The padding is over at the F1 place where all the stars get to hang out behind the scenes. Oh, fun fact, 6'7", the first time 6'7" was used in a way that was like, don't be all 6'7", was in the movie The Wiz with Diana Ross and Michael Jackson. And in the first part of the movie, right after the house lands on the Wicked Witch and crushes her and her shoes roll up, and they're at that playground in The Wiz. Well, one walks up to him and it's like a bag lady kind of lady. Very eclectic. Won't have to call her a bag lady. She's an eclectic lady. And she walks up to Dorothy, aka Diana Ross, and says, well, what are you doing here? And Diana Ross says, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to kill her. And one says, don't be so 6'7". And that was in 1978, you guys. That was in 1978. One said, don't be so 6'7" to Diana Ross in The Wiz. In like the second scene is after the house gets crashes on the lady. So that's just some trivia that I thought you guys should know. Okay, so then the weekend continued, and Olandria was out with all the ladies for some kind of Liquid IV something. She was at Liquid IV's booth, and she was there with this other lady who I don't know, who now I know because of Olandria. And she was some type of influencer where she was hanging out with these girls all night. And then this girl who's in the picture, her name is Ella Thomas. You see her? Ella Thomas just had the courage to wear the exact same dress that Olandria wore to the VMAs. And so she made, the first thing she did after she put the dress on was make a TikTok of her running down a hallway talking about running away from who wore it best. But yeah, she wore it very well. They're both beautiful and they're friends. And it's a gorgeous piece of art dress. So there's that. So then we had some more text exchanges from the girl, Destiny. She was in people's comments, swinging for her life. Swinging as in trying to fan the fire. She was trying to fan the flames because she's all down here. The people are like, so why make a video of it in the first place? And she's like, because it's my page and I'm allowed to make videos. Okay, bitch. You're allowed to get these stitches you're about to need. That's what the fuck. How about that? So then Kaylin Berry says, hey, everyone, I'm going to speak to my lawyer tomorrow and see about posting the text she sent me. She was busy arguing and I was playing chess. She and her friends are both weirdos. So Kaylin had posted that because the girl, Destiny's friend, had went live with somebody. Had went live with Kaylin and this other lady. And was like, well, I put her up to it and we were just trying to go viral and, you know, but she shouldn't be getting death threats and having ICE called on her. So somebody right here was saying, so what else did you see that was so bad? Can't be the girl just standing over him. So then Destiny further clears it up and says nothing was bad. And I told you guys, it looked like nothing happened. It looked like a setup picture. It looked like he was literally questioning, why can't I smell you? Like what? You're too close, ma'am. So basically she lied, you guys. So she's in people's comments talking back and forth. And then she decided, I'm going to go live. Okay. So before that can happen, Kaylin gets the okay from his lawyer, who he has on retainer, because Kaylin does like acting stuff or whatever. And so he like says he has a lawyer on retainer. And you can see right here, The text exchange is in the black and white is Destiny, and in the blue and white, that's this other midnight ballerina girl, Sia. Okay, and I don't know if Sia is actually a midnight ballerina, but I'm just putting her in that boat because she's not a trustworthy bitch. I mean, don't rob a bank with Sia because she will run and tell all of it. Okay, all of it. So it says, you'll never guess who's here. Sia says, did you see Wizza? I don't know who that is. And she says, NOCNIX. Justin Bieber, OMG. Nick, Love Island, OMG. Haha, OMG. Let me see, do I have this other picture? I tried to sit with him. No way, LMAO. He curved me. I can't see exactly what that says down there. The words are in my way. He curved me. Okay, and then there's this. I don't know what that top one says. Yes, with the boys. OMG. Hutch, if you took videos of that shit for TikTok, you would go viral. Bah, ha, 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 ha. Why did he curve you? What happened? Is really fine? Bro, he's just not getting dances. Ha ha. LMAO, I can't film him. I can't film him. Oh, I can't see any more on that one. Let's see. Is it this one? I can't film him. So maybe he's being a good boy. I'm dead. What did you say? Ha ha. He's so fine. And then she did a clock it. She did the clock it fingers. And yeah, then she did the clock it fingers. And then he's did the clock it fingers. Is it this one? Go shake some ass on him. Tell him it's from Sia. Tell him this one's from Sia. Bro, nicolandria's a lie. LMFAOOOOOOOOO. Expose them, queen. HKJK. What he doing now? He's sitting talking with a stripper. LMFAO. Bruh, I'm getting canceled on Twitter. Let's see if I have any more. I think it's just the last one. I'm getting canceled on Twitter. I can't see this last message on here. But all of this was the text threads that obviously the girl who's bright, not bright, idea was to get the dodgy-eyed bitch to spin this web. Also, she could come out of the web work and say, ta-da, it was me. But now they're both mad because they're getting more attention than they wanted. And it's too much negative attention. They just wanted to grow their numbers and make some money, I guess. They didn't understand that VanCarthens and Nicolandrians, like, we're serious about stuff. And there'll be no lie telling on our faves. Like, we're just not tolerating such fucking bold-faced lies. We're not tolerating that shit. So she was like leaving town. The dodgy-eyed bitch had to leave town. And Sia was making 6-minute videos trying to rebut everything she said in the live, and saying that these text messages need her to explain them for context, because without that, then it looks bad, but it's really not that bad. And what's the big deal anyway? Everybody does stuff for clout. You guys, that happened. And this is all while I just showed you the picture of Olandria was in Vegas with her mom and dad. Nick was in Vegas with his dad. And then this is dropping while they're still in Vegas with their people, you guys. Okay. If you don't notice, then you can know that you can see that I have some really bitch merchandise. Really bitch? Really bitch? Really bitch? You can get a hat, you can get a shirt, you can get a mug, you can get a thermos, you can get a cup, you can get a mask, you can get a cut dye sticker with really bitch? All for clout on Nick at the cost of Olandria? Really bitch? You dodgy-eyed hoe. And then her friend looked glazed. One looked dodgy and one looked glazed. I know glazed when I see glazed. Her eyes looked like she was living in a spin. I was like, what? I don't know how you can look at somebody's eyes and their eyes look blurry, is how glazed she was. Talking about, I just what, bitch? That's a lot. Ballerina is too sophisticated for me. Just say shakers, right? Get those losers, Kaylin. Destiny who? That's the one of the freaking traveling strippers. Yeah, that's like their theme song. I was wondering maybe I'm ready. So Kaylin dropped the receipts, and then the lady goes live, still trying to explain how she didn't do anything wrong, nothing to see here, and he was really getting dances. So she's literally on her live, you guys. And Sia was literally on a live with Kaylin telling the truth that she got curved, and that's kind of what birthed this whole story, is that she got curved. He curved me, she said. And then her friend said, why did he curve you? And now they're both saying, oh, we didn't mean curves like that. Well, we don't believe you because you're liars and clout chasers, admittedly. That's the only thing we believe, is that you admitted to being a clout chaser and that it wasn't a big deal and you were just having fun. So after that, nobody said anything, YouTube. We didn't hear a peep from Olandria. We didn't hear a peep from Nick, nor did we ever see them together in Vegas. They were literally in Vegas, and we did not see them together in Vegas at any time. I showed you the picture of how Olandria ended up where damn NPC Iris and Got Your 50,000 Amaya were in the same place. But we did not see Nick and Olandria in not even a promo shot. Okay? Okay? And, but hey, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. So they could have met in the cuts and had a very nice dinner together outside of our purview. And hey, they could have. And I would love it if they did, because we don't deserve everything, nor do we need everything. And had they posted that with all this happening, people would have just been like, oh, that's fake. They're just doing it because they're trying to act like that the lady said isn't happening. I could just imagine the bullshit that would have came out of people's mouths had they been seen together and this happened. It would have just been more fodder, right? So Nick said this, though. He didn't say nothing. I love his nonverbal responses. He finally posted on like Tuesday, because all that happened over the weekend. That had all happened over the weekend. I can't see what date it happened on this. 2 crusty dancers. We're going to show that. So the only thing that Nick didn't say was this: hate us because you ain't us. With his Celsius hat and his mommy's little meatball shirt on. Okay? And that is the best clap back ever, because I'm not even going to waste my fucking oxygen on you hoes. Curved hoes. Oh, and then his Google commercial dropped. Did you guys see it? I reposted it here. And then Uggs can't leave Olandria alone. And they dropped some more pictures of Olandria in some awesome Ugg outfits. And then Nick was on his way home. And you know Ola be keeping it to herself. So we don't know what Ola was doing. But she was doing it well. Body tea, face tea, mind tea, peace everywhere. Okay? In her piece. Not responding to bullshit midnight ballerinas who are trying to make you come out of your center to talk to them and acknowledge them. No. You get nothing. Freaking losers. So Nick was on the road again. Running through, Mr. O was running through airports talking about he's going to do a 23andMe because one of the fans says he must have at least 2% African. They're hilarious, you guys. They're hilarious. Oh, I think he said something about he was running late, and he loves when he's like only has minutes to get to a gate. And then this is him running to the gate because he loves when that happens. Now, over here on TikTok, you guys can't see all these pictures. We've already went over them here. I'm only doing this for these. Yeah, Nick is such a freaking troll. I love it. And then he said, I do this. But I'm not sure exactly what this is. And I don't care. Because whatever it is, he does do this. Okay? Then he was feeling, after watching F1, he was reminiscing about a car he used to have that had longhorn, bullhorn horns affixed to the hood of his Subaru, you guys. It looks like one of those GT Subarus that he has affixed the horns of a longhorn bull on the front of this little ass sports car. Okay, sitting there looking like his mama, the Bama Barbie. I mean, the Baltimore Batty. And then, let me see. This was something. What was this? After Ola spoke at Tuskegee, I decided to apply to an HBCU. Her words and her motivation for choosing Tuskegee changed my view on things and inspired me to apply despite my fears of transferring. Today, I found out I got in. Ola has really changed my life in ways she'll never know. And Olandria had reposted this on her Instagram. And then she says down here, this is why I do what I do. Okay, and I'm going to tell you guys, I told you already. We talked about it in here before, but I finally followed through. I reached out to Amanda, Olandria's manager, and I messaged her and told her that I thought an excellent collaboration. And the collaboration should be with Mackenzie Scott, the ex-wife of Jeff Bezos, and LRGA Curves, because LRGA Curves is HBCU queen right now, and Mackenzie Scott just invested like billions into HBCUs and is earmarking additional monies for that. And I think that it could be really a powerful moment to blend. I don't know what they could say or do. I don't know if Olandria could just be present the next time she does it, or maybe her and Olandria could do like a little discussion on why Mackenzie does it and why Olandria champions HBCUs. I'm not really sure about that part, but I know that that would be a very dynamic, important collaboration. Very powerful. What do you guys think? Give me a 1 in the chat if you think it's great. Give me a 5 in the chat if you think I need to go back to the drawing board. Okay. I think it's a one. I think that's a one and done, you guys. For sure, for sure. Right, Cal? Right, Ritz? Thank you. Thank you. So then some more pictures with Ola and hey, Hello Kitty. Ola and Amaya and Iris. And then we have, oh, I wanted to show us this over here on YouTube because we've talked about before how whoever is dressing Amaya must not like her and that she needs a team. Well, this is the name of the people in her team. And she looks like, it looks like they're taking her in a new direction. Whoever this group of people is, I'm not sure. But I feel like if she sticks with them, they can really do it for her. I kind of feel like it's kind of va-va-voom-y, like it's over sexy. I don't think she has to try that hard to be that sexy. Like she has really big lips already and they overdraw her lips and she doesn't really need that. But hey, can't see the comments. Okay. Sorry about it, Charlie. You're right. Let me get to a picture we can all see. What's this? There, that's better. So this is the name of her team. Courtney, Jen, Howie, and Just. And they did an excellent photo shoot for her. Some of the pictures are coming out right now and yesterday and over the weekend and stuff. And I thought she looked really great. And she didn't have on any big weird hats or anything. I thought she looked great this time. It was nothing like that Fashion Week fiasco. And so hopefully either this team is evolving or she got a new team with a better aesthetic for her, Amaya's team is from CAA. I'm not sure. It just says Courtney, Janine, Jen the Creative, Howie, Dotto, and just the Spo. I don't know who those are. But yeah, hopefully she'll be able to keep in a good team. Greek Fest dropped their freaking merch finally. And then you guys, YouTube, look, this was really interesting to me. So after all the lies got divulged and stuff, I came across this article later that week. And it says the types of black genius no one talks about. The genius black people develop in spite of a rigged system. So it had several geniuses on there. But what caught my eye, you guys, was like number 7 of 8, I believe, was they had LRGA picture on here. And it says Segul intelligence is gendered survival brilliance. Black women learn when to expand or contract femininity, navigate power. It's safety strategy, learned over centuries of patriarchal and racialized dynamics. Black women know when to be safe, feminine, to play it up or down, sexually, to avoid threat, and lean into softness to get resources. Black women have to engineer safety deliberately. Okay, and they have to engineer safety, desirability, distance, and power simultaneously. And that was the intelligence they decided to assign to Olandria. And I thought that was so awesome, you guys. That was really, I'm going to post these under the post in the community tab. Wait, under the post, the still post about it. After this video, I'll go back and post all the intelligences. But just to give you an idea, there was others. I believe this is Diana Ross's daughter on here. Is this Tracy Ellis Ross, or am I mistaken? They have social strategy intelligence. It's navigational brilliance. understanding unspoken rules better than the people who made them, knowing how to speak, shift, stay alert, stay safe, stay employable, stay unseen, and stay brilliant all at once. This is an advanced strategy that can make it look like style signaling, tonal signaling, or simple silence. I thought that was powerful. And, I like that they assigned actual kind of, I'm not with a lot of labels, but I like that they assign labels to this type of intelligence because, sometimes people don't really feel like they have the kind of smarts from pigskin books and upper echelon colleges and stuff. And so they might feel a little less intelligent, but there's all different types of intelligence and brilliance that make us all, incredible humans. So then we had this one, adaptive intelligence. Let's go put this phone on the charger. Adaptive intelligence says that it's flexibility genius, reading the room faster than privileged people need to. Ooh, that's a lifesaver, huh? Oops. Okay. Get this phone on the charger. There we go. And then you guys get this one. Oh, okay. So then we have, what else does it say? Making decisions with incomplete information, operating 2 steps ahead because one mistake has higher stakes. That's deep. You do. We have to think for them and us. You know what I'm saying? Resourcefulness, intelligence, make a way genius. Okay. So they're saying creating something out of nothing, stretching $10, time, space, food, opportunity, attention, networks, turning scraps into culture, turning constraints into innovation. This is not making do. It's creative engineering under pressure. Ooh, my mom is definitely a resourcefulness intelligence woman. Like that's where I learned how to make something out of nothing, y'all. Literally. And then we have resilience intelligence. Now I have been hearing a lot of talks lately where people who aren't black are like, oh, I'm so jealous that black people are so resilient. And I'm like, if you don't get away from me with that bullshit, oh, they've had so much suffering. They're lucky they're so resilient and still know how to be happy. I'm like, shut the fuck up. That's what you can do for me right now. Like, that should have been an inside thought. Sitting there. It's a privilege to have gone through what we went through. Anyway, resilience intelligence is the reframe brilliance. Knowing how to rebuild yourself with zero support. Knowing how to pivot without resources. Knowing how to stay functional when everything collapses. This is emotional engineering, and not that we don't have trauma as a result from the overachieving, but we are still here. I like that one a lot. A couple more, you guys. Cultural intelligence and pattern forecasting. Black people sense environmental shifts before mainstream. Political danger, financial instability, shifting trends, changing racial atmosphere, cultural appropriation, incoming, new opportunities. Because living in the margins trains you to read patterns early. When Black culture leads everything from language to music to style to internet culture, this hyper awareness is sharpened by necessity. I like that. I hope you guys are enjoying this. And then we had the Segoyle that I already read, which was Olandria's. And then we have environmental intelligence, calibration Brilliance. We walk into a room and immediately know who's for us, against us, neutral, or dangerous, sensing macroaggressions disguised as politeness, who the real decision maker is, when the vibe shifts, when whiteness feels threatened, when to speak and when to stay quiet, and how to maintain dignity in hostile space. Black people develop a high sensory perception because their default identity triggers environment. Isn't that powerful? I'm like, whoa, we trigger the environment, you guys. That is so real. So freaking real. And then the last one was hierarchy intelligence. Class fluid genius. Black people have to understand two complicated hierarchies at once: white hierarchy, race, class, power, and black hierarchy, class, respectability, and regional culture. We know when whiteness gives false authority and when black excellence intimidates, and how to move across class without losing authenticity. Black genius requires class fluid navigation just to move through the same door. So I thought those were really interesting, and I only came upon it because of Olandria. Okay. After that, um, by the way, did you guys know that Verizon is planning on laying off 15% of its workforce? 15,000 employees. It's going to be the largest layoff in the company's 25-year history. And I know Verizon gives you guys 401ks. So if you know somebody that's going to get in, lose their job, or if you know somebody who's recently lost their job from another mass layoff or something like that, and they have a 401k, then they should talk to me because we can roll over their 401k. They'll be able to access up to 10% of the cash transfer. Of the transfer, they'll be able to access. So it could be some tie over money, and then it could immediately start compounding, and we can get it into a solution that works for them. There's a really great one right now where you only have to let it season for like 7 to 10 years before it can pay you for life. Okay? So we can roll over your 401ks or strategically roll out your Roth and try to get you guys something where you can continue to now self-fund your retirement, because your 401k was going to be the retirement from your job. But if your job is gone, you still have your 401k. And there are only a couple of triggering events other than being black. Psych. There's only a couple of things that can trigger you being able to access your 401k without penalties and fees. And one of it is leaving your job. Okay? So now would be the perfect time to go ahead and roll that over before you take a loan out on it, because you can't roll it over until you pay back your loan. So that's some more information. Anyway, DM me, get at me. I can help you with that, because it feels like they want everybody to be plucking the fruit that they're sending. Okay. Okay. Anyway, so that was just a little live commercial. So then we have Nick got home and he was not happy that he only weighed 162 pounds, you guys. He's been ripping and freaking running so much that he lost 24 fucking pounds. Running marathons, jet setting for 5 months. Lost 24 pounds. So he's in his bulk up season. And he's been eating tuna and mayo and rice and ice cream. Not all at once. But it doesn't even sound like it would do right in my stomach in the same day. Oh, to be young again. Let's see. And then we went to the wedding. Let me show you guys the picture real quick. At least one wedding picture. Here we go. Oh, here's a good one. I think this is a good one. So this is that wedding that I went to last Wednesday, Thanksgiving Eve. And my mom ended up officiating it. We went as guests. The bride was late, so late that the person that they had at the city hall to marry everybody had left for the day. My mom is a ordained minister, so she was able to marry the cousin whose diapers we used to change. That was beautiful. And yeah. And I really like this hall that it was in. That's the whole family there. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so now back to Nick and Olandria. Because we're hoping like one day that happens, right? Let me see. The venue was great. The after party was great. The reception was beautiful. The food was outstanding. And love, love, love in the air. Okay, so now back to Nick and Olandria. Then we had this. I'm not sure what to say. You inspired me to start Strava group. The Meatball Collective is 20 strong. We are on the healthy track because of you. Let's go, Meatball Collective for life. That's what he said in his Snapchat. And no, I haven't seen any new ads on TikTok because I'm live right now. But I'm definitely going to go check it out. And then 6'7" has a best friend since 3rd grade. And she had got the Mommy's Little Meatball shirt for him in the first place. And people were trying to say that was his ex or something. It's just his friend. And then he was chilling in, in Florida with his boys doing the fastest 6'7". It was hilarious. That's why I told you guys about the 6'7" story and how it originated in the Wiz, because he's been doing so much 6'7" stuff. And I knew we would talk about it, so I wanted to make sure you guys knew that Black people invented it. Yeah. 1978. Okay, and then what else happened? Of course, he went clubbing while he was home. What's this one say? I thought staying out partying every night wasn't great for bulking. Interesting. And he says, I listen to music. He says, I don't party. I listen to music. There's a difference, Rose. Ha! Whack 'em, whack 'em, whack 'em. He is such a troll. I love him. Ah! He doesn't party. Bitch. I'm like, why are you trying? And then I guess I wonder if he did this TJ thing because this got posted after those pictures of Iris and TJ in like all the same outfits. There's a collage going around, you guys, of at least 4 or 5 outfits or similar poses that Nick and Olandria have done that have gone viral. TJ and Iris have done also. It's really weird. So then Nick takes this picture and he added TJ because he can look like TJ too. Since TJ's always tagging him after he does some Nick shit. Funny. Okay. And then we have the next day. Nick, your Google ad aired during the Macy's parade. That's hella big time. Effing huge. Congrats. He's all, let's go. And then he's telling everybody happy Thanksgiving. There's a video that I can't show you guys right now. I need to just make a reel of all the things that I got from his Snapchat for November. They're hilarious. And just make a reel of all of it. And get it on my phone too. What will be in the reel is him in this same tribal hoodie. Healing through the house while his mom and sister are doing all the cooking. It's hilarious. And it's what he contributed. is doing Heelys in the house and watching movies, of course. The dog show. And of course some Harry Potter and something else. Meanwhile, at Olandria's house, who mama fresher than mine? Okay? That was her question. That was her question. Because Mama Felicia, it's all genetic, baby. All of it's genetic. Okay? And then Unc was getting down with the family in the garage. And she had like at least 15 Snapchats of her family and her little cousins and her little nephews and stuff dancing. All in the garage. OG good time. Love it. It looked like so much fun. That's why this is so blurry, is because they were dancing. What's happening? Oh. There we go. See, it was so blurry because they were dancing. That's her sister and their little cousins. And then I love Nick's relationship with his mother. And they're so close and talk about everything. And I love it. It's very endearing to me. And then they just look so much alike too. It's kind of spooky. That is definitely her baby. You know? And Ella looks so much like their dad. Let me see. Yeah, he doesn't party. I don't ever get the idea that he parties. He doesn't, yeah. I mean, he drinks, but he doesn't like party. You know what I mean? Let's see. So then something about football. And then, oh, rate his plate, you guys. Ella's mac and cheese looks good. And that turkey looks juicy. That roll looks good. I like my bread toasted. I'll give that plate, just based off of looks, I don't know, maybe a 6, 7. Get it? 6, 7. Here's Ella's mac and cheese. Golden brown. And it looked juicy in that other picture we just saw. Let's see. And then we have, I hope he doesn't dye his hair blonde or anything. But he's hanging out with the dog. Having a staring contest. Because, of course, that's what you do when you're at home for Thanksgiving. Finally getting rest. I don't know whose American Express this is. Oh, it's Nick's new American Express. That says Nick Van Steenberg at the bottom of those. The new a black American Express card, you guys. Okay, Nick. Black American Express cards. Okay, Nick. Oh, here's a picture of it. What he was doing while they were cooking. Heelys, of course. Duh. Accurate representation of our family. He's rolling around the house. His mom is doing busy. And Ella was finishing up baking macaroni and cheese. Let's see. Keep it moving. I had a great time for the holidays. Okay. And then, you guys, he was at 162. He's up 8 pounds in a day and a half, you guys. I wish I could be down 8 pounds in a day and a half. But he's up 8 pounds in a day and a half. He's so excited. Okay. And then, oh, he found Bubbles. And Bubbles has his own Snapchat, you guys. It's Bubbles the Boo Boo on Snap, okay? I haven't checked it for uploads, but if he took time to make him a whole snap, there might be like little crumbs over there. So you know me, I'll go check for us. I will definitely go check for us. Okay. Oh, in the meantime, Olandria dropped her Black Friday favorites on the day after Thanksgiving with a list of things. Here they are. Her top picks, some liquid IV, Salt and Stone, that brush, that electric blanket. And the link to these items is in her Instagram bio. So that's cool. Oh, here's his nasty looking freaking mayo and tuna. I don't know, but it's helping him gain weight. It's helping him gain the weight. And you know what else I love besides Nick's relationship with his mom? I love his relationship with Ella. I love it. I love it. I love it. Very thoughtful brother. And he was saying that he didn't really like her till he was 18 or so. um, let's see. What was this? I'll have to see what that is later. That looks like something. I don't know. Okay. So then he's back in the gym and getting it in, getting those chicken legs together. He wants to get up to like 200 or 190 or something. Lock in, twin. Lock in. Villain art, get buff, twin. That's my type. Oh, and he loves his backyard. I think it's a very nice backyard too. That you can lay in the backyard with Dumo. Yep. Okay, okay. So then we're pretty much almost caught up, you guys. He went bowling with his friends, I think. Is that what happened? Is that what this was? Yeah, he went bowling with his friends while he was home for Thanksgiving holiday. Just did normal guy stuff. And then oh, I love this fan art. Now I did show the people in the TikTok this fan art yesterday, and I love it. It has Nick and Ola and Bubbles and Hilton and Fifi and Marcel and Giuseppe, and I feel like it's a great blended representation of what their babies could look like because they're gonna be a rainbow clan, definitely. I love it. And I just love how creative the fans are. And then you know what was cute? Quan did a photo dump on his Instagram, you guys. And I was just like, oh, he's missing his people because he went all the way back to the first E-Money shirt, okay? I know he was missing the road with the guys. He was posting all the old pictures. These are just a couple of them. But it was good times on the road those 3 months. That was like life-changing, I'm sure. Okay, and then we got a post from Ola. It was a repost, actually. And it was a video of the time that she went to his house and they were going to the football game. And so she reposted this on the day that they were watching Auburn play. And it was a little video. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Look, my 12-year-old is as tall as my mom, you guys. She's over 5 feet. I know she looks little, huh? She looks little there, but she's over 5 feet. That's my 12-year-old. Okay, so then we just got these pictures on Ola's page in the last couple days. And it's her in this beautiful sequin gold dress. And this sequin pattern is looking wasn't it Tom Ford who did the sequins like liquid and all the housewives wore them to many a reunion after, yeah, but it's looking very Tom Fordy. I'm not sure if this is a Tom Ford material, but I remember Tom Ford having a liquid sequin thing that was happening. So she had uploaded these pictures. We have no idea where they're from. We have no idea what greatness this could possibly be representing. But in true Olandria style, there are no crumbs. Do you guys see any fucking crumbs? I don't think you guys see any crumbs because there are no crumbs because she leaves no crumbs. There are no crumbs to be left. The crumbs are gone because it's 8. It's 8 plate licked. Okay? Gone. Okay? Satisfied? Not quite. Me neither. I don't really know what to do. Okay, so then we have Nick promising us a TikTok live at 8 p.m. the other day, which I have put up all the parts here on YouTube. It's in 3 parts. So you guys can watch it at your leisure. And then he also posted, he talks about Paul Walker a lot. And I see it. I can kind of see that whole Paul Walker, laid back, chill, cool dude vibe happening. Yeah. So that was 12 years ago that Paul passed. I can't believe it's been 12 years already. That's crazy. Crazy. So then Nick and Ella were going to do a food review for his first mochi nut experience. If you don't know what a mochi nut is, oh, wrong picture. If you don't know what a mochi nut is, it's a donut made out of mochi dough. And they have all different types of awesome flavors, right? So him and his sister did like a crumble thing where you go and get a box and they're like $3 each or some bullshit. Anyway, so they got some and this is what was left after. And he's going to be doing a food review with Ella on these mochis. It looks like the strawberry might have been good. Okay, so then, was this after the live? Oh yeah, so this is after the live. So okay, on the live, he had mentioned, okay, before the live, he did a sub-only post on his TikTok that was like, you guys, me and Ola are going to be doing modeling this week, and you guys are going to be so excited when you see it. I wish I could tell you, but we're going to be dropping something. It's going to be huge, and it's going to be me and her, and we're going to be modeling this week. And that's all he said. But by the time he went live an hour later, he had told everybody that he was in trouble for saying that much. And then he got in trouble. He got a text about how much trouble he was in for sharing even that much about just that he was going to be dusting off his modeling chops. Because he don't want to be a model no more. He was going to be dusting off these modeling chops. And him and Ola were set to be photographed together this week. So also in the same live, Ella, who's right here next to the dog. Oh no, that's Baltimore Batty. Ella was in the live with him. As soon as he went super fan only, he said sub only, but it ended up being super fan only. He goes super fan only, and Ella pops up on the live for the rest of the live. And so they're sitting there talking, and they're just going back and forth. And she's like, somebody said something. He's like, yeah, I used to hate her. She's like, well, how long did that take? He's like, till I was 18, 24. She's like, that's rude. She's like, no, but you're right. It was about 18. So, and how they went to he took her to her first music festival. Then they ended up having to stay at a hostel after. And then it was a good thing it wasn't like that movie. And the people that he met that weekend, they're still friends to this day. And they talked recently. And then Ella out of nowhere says, take me to New York with you. I want to go to New York. And he doesn't say anything at first. And then he's all, did you spill the tea? Did you spill the tea? She's like, no, I just mean take me to New York, like, for the holidays. Like, it was so awkward. It was so like, we would have never known, Nick. So he can't hold water even when he's trying to not hold water, because then, oh, boy's in New York right now. So then Ella's like, no, I wasn't talking about that. He's like, yeah. He's like, because I'm not going to New York. I'm going to LA, actually. I'm going to Texas and LA or something he was saying. He's like, but I'm not going to New York. It was hilarious. But he's in New York, you guys. Look. So then, oh yeah, also on the live, he told us that Thanksgiving wasn't that great for him. And he was actually upset because his dad told him that he's no longer paying for the family plan to include Nick. Now, Nick is still part of the family, but he will no longer be on the family plan per his parents. And that was very upsetting to him. So he had a whole Q&A about when did most people get off their family plan. And I wished I could have typed in, but I wasn't a super fan yet. And I wished I could have typed in that Candace Dillard Bassett from Real Housewives of Potomac is married and just had a son and is still on her daddy's family plan. Okay? 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 My dad just died 2 years ago. He was still paying my phone bill, you guys. I'm married. Because that's what dads do. Of course. What? What? But not in Nick's house. I mean, that is the same man that made his teenage son walk 9 miles home for smart mouthing him at the swim practice. Remember? With a big old hiking backpack full of swim gear. Had to hike 9 miles home in Florida heat. Uh-huh. Fucking around with Papa Belgian. So, yeah, I'm not sure why they would have chosen a holiday to let Nick know that the family plan on this family holiday is no longer going to be including your ass, Nick. But he was none too pleased and said that he told him that he's not coming back home then. If I'm not on the family plan, I'm not coming in the family. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And then he invited his mom in to the live at one point after all that was told. And he's like, you leaving already? And she's like, yeah. And then something else was said. And she's like, well, you're a big guy now. And now it's time for you to pay your own thing. And then she smooth left the room. We were like, oh, it's real, real. It's real, real. So after that all happened, he dropped some pictures about November, in addition to a whole new photo shoot, including this picture here. I'll show you the rest of those photos in a second. And this picture from the Femme Forward Gala with Olandria. He was DJing in November, of course. He had the Snap Forward talk where he reiterated that Olandria, his partner and girlfriend, in November again. And then his commercial for Google dropped for the Naughty Lister. And it ended up being a commercial for boyfriends who don't really know what to get their girlfriends besides another gift card. And the fairy good witch has to come and help him decide on something else. It was a cute little commercial. And the other person that was in the commercial was also a Bravo celebrity from, like, what's the girl's name? Sierra or whatever. Also, we had the marathon, which I still can't get over. I watched a whole fucking marathon and even thought, I wonder, could I walk 26 miles in a day? Because I'm kind of inspired. I'm kind of inspired, you guys. Like, I had the thought about, could I walk 26 miles in a day? Because I don't know that they let anybody take more than, I don't know how long you can take to walk it. But yeah, 26 miles, and they had hills or whatever. Yeah, that's a no. And then he was talking to donkeys at the Snap Forward retreat, remember? And he doesn't waste his time talking to sheep, which is probably why we haven't seen him talk to Taylor in a long time. And then I like this fan art too, the Olacember tree, which is where I got the idea for the tree that we started with. And then Nick was on the move. The very next day, you guys, he was on the move, and the people at the airport gave him, it says, Nicholas, it was such a pleasure to have you on our flight today. We didn't want to bother you, so here are some treats. We hope you get enough rest and have a happy holiday season. Your ATL based flight crew. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? Because they know he likes to eat. They know. Everybody knows, Nick. Everybody knows. So then the phenomenon of Olandria selling out everything she touches. It's not just in things that you can wear, it's in things that you draw. Look here. This is from the Christian Sariano lifestyle page. Let me see if there's one that has the top of it on here. Is it this one? Sariano something. I can't see what that word is right there. But Christian Sariano makes sketches of dresses, right? Before he makes the dress. As it turns out, in the Harper's Bazaar ad, the white corseted dress she had on with the flower hat was a Christian Sariano, you guys. And also what was a Christian Sariano was Sariano taffeta, pink taffeta number. So she's done 2 Christian Sarianos. And the sketches for them sold out. Okay? The sketches for them sold out. This was the other dress, the Christian Sariano. And that was the link to his Sariano site where you can get these things, right? And then here's the other one. It's called Olandria Taffeta Ball Gown Original Sketch. Sold out. $298, you guys, for a sketch of the dress that she wore. Sells out. Okay. Now, also on his site, I did go down further, and he has sketches of all the dresses that he's made for all the other starlets. And you can see here, he made a Taylor Swift Wonderstruck original sketch, $298. It's not sold out. And the one that was below it, though, is also a Taylor Swift, and that's the only other dress on all of Christy Siriano's site the other day when I was there that were sold out. It was all of Olandria's and one of Taylor Swift's, you guys. You guys, that's huge. That is freaking huge. And here's my inspired, no, wait, is that my inspired Christmas tree? Well, you guys already saw it. Okay, so then I don't know why Nick keeps torturing himself, eating hot stuff. Doesn't that look like the shit is hot? His nose is flared like he's Ace trying to give an excuse. And his eyes look like they're watering, okay? And his face is a little red. It's a little red. His eyes are looking a little watery. Not sure why he's doing this to himself. He said it's way worse than Takis. We know, we can tell. We can tell. You haven't been this red in the face from Takis in a while. You was just crunching on him on that other live the other day, and you did not do all this, bruv. So I'm not sure if it's like a new test for himself. He's just trying to get there. But he was like, whoa, this is hot, you guys. It was hilarious. Hilarious. Okay, so then we have... Oh, Quan also put out a call. Who can edit videos? And you will be paid. So you should DM him, get at his Snapchat, and help a brother out, okay? Okay, you guys. We're almost... Oh, yeah, we're to today, finally. We are to today. Oops, let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so another thing that came up was this. InStyle magazine just did an article that dropped on my lap today. I just did these screenshots today. The Pika bra is coming for the naked dress is the title of the article. InStyle magazine said, I see London, I see France, I can see some celebrity underpants. These days on the red carpet, underwear is outerwear. The no pants look, the naked dress, these are attention grabbing trends that will come to define the decade in red carpet style, not just for their provocative names, but for their sheer ambiguity. In the 2020s, underwear has become the bona fide fashion star since the Crown's Emma Corrin hit the Miu Miu catwalk wearing sparkly yellow panties back on the Met steps, no less, to Julia Fox, whether it's a full pantsless look, a sheer naked dress over matching undergarments, or just a hint of tighty-whitey waistband, underwear has dominated the decade so far, taking over red carpets and runways alike. And now there's a new, unmentionable trending in 2025, the bra. Seen on hashtag Selena Gomez, hashtag Ariana Grande, hashtag Love Island's Olandria, Lindsay Lohan and Roselia, and many, many more. The bra no longer plays just a supporting role in fashion, it's become the main character. Exposed straps, visible cups, and peekaboo lace circles on Pinterest mood boards is this fall in form of Carrie Bradshaw's Y2K, da da da, and now the words are getting blurry because there are comments here, but you guys see the rest of it, right? So I came across that, and this was the front picture, and I saw the dress was like that, and something said, well, go look at the other pictures. And of course, a nod to our girl O, who has worn a number of corset bra peekaboo dresses, the pink and lavender dress, the red and lavender dress. It was a red dress with the bra, and it had that pink corset. That was gorgeous that time. And then she just recently did this corseted peekaboo bra look with padded hips for the Femme Forward event just in Florida. In Vegas at the F1. So that was cool. Let's see. And of course they had other ladies showing. We don't have to go over theirs. And then today is the 3rd of December, you guys. You know what tomorrow is? Women in Business Gala, December 4th, 2025, at the Sheraton Commando Ballroom from 7 to 10. The attire is black tie with light pink, crimson, and gold colors encouraged. Come join us for a night of dancing, raffles, great food, photo booth, da 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 da. And then you see right here, featuring guest of honor, LRGA Curves, you guys. This is Harvard undergraduate Women in Business Gala, WIB, Women in Business Gala, okay? And she is a guest of honor at this event, and she'll be there tomorrow. Let's see, what does this say? They'll be honored to join by their special guest, Olandria from Love Island, USA, who will be accepting our WIB Power and Purpose Award and donating all proceeds to charity of her choice. Okay, you guys. Another one, and another one, and another one. You guys. So you know that when they first got out of the island, they mentioned lupus and they mentioned diabetes, and both of those charities got like $30,000 overnight. Within hours, they were gifted $30,000. And then after the last racist incident, I'm not sure how much Thurgood Marshall Foundation, NAACP, and the other place were given after she said, if you want to help, make donations here. But look, you guys, it's just like Every week it's a new award. How many weeks are left in the year? We'll be able to tell by the number of additional awards Olandria gets, because they're pretty much weekly at this point. Pretty freaking much, you guys. Isn't that incredible? Isn't that incredible? Shout out to our girl. Okay, so now here are the rest of the pictures from Nick's most recent photo shoot. Looking so Nicky Poo. Nicky Poo. I love this aesthetic on him. When they got out of the villa too, he had on some of these kind of like collared shirts with some slacks. I like that aesthetic. I like it a lot. It's very sharp, clean, classic vibe. I'm digging it. I dig it. I don't mind a nice collared shirt on a good looking young man. Okay, so here's my rendition of the Christmas tree that was inspired by the other Christmas tree for Olacember. And you see I added Fifi and Bubbles. Okay. Now what is this? Oh, Nick was doing some snaps about his music this morning. I have no idea what the fuck this means. I have no fucking idea. I don't know what this is. I don't know, but Nick did it, so I took a snap of it. I do understand this. His top genres are trap, EDM, alternative rock, reggae, and retro soul. His listening age is 36. His top songs are these right now. And then what does this say? Top artists, top songs. But this is his best song of all time that he was dancing on the patio to, vibing out on the same patio that he's got to stay at last time with Ola. Okay, so now we're almost done, you guys. I just want to show you this because I went to Ola's Instagram and I go there often. And you see she's up to 2.2 million followers. Congratulations. 303 following, right on. Modeling agency, Bama Barbie, Proverbs 31:25, see translation, Linktree, Exolandria, Bama Barbies, followed by all these people. She has some highlights, the rest of her page. So I was like, oh, Proverbs 31:25. Because, you know, I love me Proverbs 13:22. A good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children's children, okay? And how you can do that is by using life insurance and other financial solutions I have access to and I can get you access to. And we should get together for a meeting about that, because that's how you can fulfill at least that biblical fulfillment of a good man leaving an inheritance for his children's children's children. Literally, it's life insurance, you guys. Okay? So is a way to do that. So anyway, so I was like, well, what is this Proverbs 31:25? So I went and I looked up, what is Proverbs 31:25, you guys? And it says, she is clothed in with strength and dignity, or is she clothed? She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future, is the verse she had on her thing. And I just thought that was so prolific. I thought that was so prolific because she knows herself. And that's part of why she gets so much hate. People cannot stand it. They cannot stand it. And the program that be is coming against her because not only does she live it, she exudes it, she embodies it, she personifies this. She is clothed with strength and dignity, and she laughs without fear of the future. This verse describes a woman who is confident, secure, and capable, whose inner strength and character provide a lasting and secure foundation. It's often interpreted as a description of a woman who lives with integrity and faces the future with reassurance. Isn't that powerful, you guys? I had never noticed she had that scripture up there before. It uses the imagery of being clothed in strength and dignity, suggesting these are qualities she embodies and wears with confidence, much like one wears clothes. Laughs without fear. This phrase indicates a sense of peace and security about what is to come. The woman is not overly anxious about the future because she's prepared. And her confidence is based on her character and her relationship with God. Okay, this verse is part of a larger passage in Proverbs 31 that describes a virtuous and capable woman, but its core message about inner strength and confidence is applicable to everyone. Okay, and I thought that was a fantabulous place to what happened? Lord. No way. Yeah, I thought that was a fantabulous place to kind of end today because, we've been on here for like 2 hours now. And I had that first hour and then the phone went out. I don't know, my mom called or something. And it's 2:35, so I have been on here since about 12:30. So I did promise my VanCarthens over here on YouTube something, and I hope you loved it. I hope that the 30 of you that are in here can continue to like the video on your way out so that we can get up to 30 likes also. This was an excellent time that I had with you. Devin said words of wisdom. Oh, that's the Spotify wrap up. That man is fine. Wow, Olandria is so awesome in her fourth award. I was hoping you would show that. There are other star sketches that are not sold out. Yes, exactly. They're not sold out, love. Yes. Nick be eating. They know her impact. Wow, amazing. Olandria is bigger than the program. Sold out for $290. That's what I'm saying. Three dreads. The shade. I can't help it. I can't help it. Dads do their daughters. Yeah, their daughters, not their sons. Yeah, dads do their daughters, not their sons. That's true. That's true. Olandria is a private person. Gorgeous. She's wearing Tom Ford shoes. Oh, so maybe it is a Tom Ford dress also. Maybe. Maybe. I be knowing my sequins. Bubbles is back. Yes, a black card, okay? Put it in garlic sauce. She needed some parsley on top. 7 out of 10. Olandria's mom is a baddie. Nick clocked it. Troll, I love that about him. Fart, I don't know. The ex is a blonde. LOA, the way they stay in someone's ex-girlfriend, right? Beautiful. That's awesome. Oh, lovely. Oh, they're so beautiful. Ew, he sounds like he needs to hire a dietitian, right? Exactly. Shut up. Always being ready for 3 steps ahead. I can't wait until her Harvard speech. Yeah, I can't wait till somebody tapes it and spills it someplace so that I can bring it straight over here to you guys. Straight over, okay? That article is the truth, right? About that intelligence, right? An excellent idea. Oh, you thought my idea was great about Mackenzie, Scott, and Alandria doing an HBCU something? Maya's personality is mean girl and she tries to hide it, but it comes off disingenuous. Is that why when she's giving sexy, it looks like something else? Like, yeah, then maybe that's why it looks like she's trying so hard. Like, I don't know. It's like Ola. I'm not always trying to compare. It's just a feeling that I get. Okay, like Ola feels effortless. It's a feeling I get. Maya feels stressed. Amaya feels like she's trying. Like, oh, if I do this, will it? Oh, if I tilt my head like this, will it? Oh, if I do this, am I? Like, it's more like that. And that's all I'm noticing. No worry, no worry. You had to leave and I had to come back on. Two crusty dancers. Okay, and it looks like we're all caught up. Yes, yes, yes. And over here in the Tic Tac, they were saying not a lot. Oh, Charlie just popped in, flavorful. AI was saying wrong stuff. He told them not to expect any phone calls from him. Yeah. Nick was crashing out about that family plan. It was hilarious. Definitely. Thanks to everybody for coming over and thanks for the 4,000 likes. You guys could have done a lot better, but I appreciate the tapping that you've done. Just know that your fingers are stronger than 4,000 likes in an hour, you guys. Come through. Come through, you guys. You know. Like it's a reciprocal relationship that we're doing here on live. I talk, you tap. They both start with TA. So we're practically doing the same thing. Okay? Yeah. So you guys, thanks for coming through. Remember there's enough to go around, so be sure and go get some. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe button, and ring my bell. Ring my bell so you can get notified next time I upload videos, and so you can become part of this beautiful curvy community that we're growing over here in the YouTube streets. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you for being you, and thank you for bringing your you here with me today. I'll see you guys next Wednesday for another VanCarthen update. Not sure particularly about the time, but I will give it to you next Wednesday. So be ready, okay? And I know you like it hot. See you in the next video, VanCarthen Curvies.